Mwah, love you. Hi, hello, hope everybody is doing super well today. So today's video is going to be a favorites video. I'm going to go over some of my favorite items from June, since June is over now. I have no idea where the time has gone. Let's kind of just get started and see what I have been loving this month. Sorry if my hair is all weird. I have an anti-frizz product that I am supposed to be using, but I just keep forgetting to use it, so my hair in all these videos is always so frizzy. I am the worst. So I'm going to start with skincare and hair care. Okay, so one thing that I've got, it's a really small size. It's actually basically a tester, but this is the Glam Glow Power Mud Dual Cleanse Treatment. It's a mud mask basically, and then it has pieces of sand in it almost. Looks like that. I'm almost out of it because I think this only has three masks in it. But yeah, this has left my skin so glowy and soft. It didn't leave like a dryness or anything to it, even though this is it's clearly a very powerful mask. You only leave it on for like basically 10 minutes. It's basically a great way to just refresh your skin, especially as somebody like me who wears makeup a lot. My skin definitely takes a hit with that, so I love being able to use a product that just revitalizes everything and makes my skin just perfect basically. This was kind of a godsend. Even though there's not that much left in it, I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to buy the larger size of it, and it's 77 Canadian dollars. So even though I really like this, I think I'm gonna wait until maybe my birthday, and then if I still really want it by then, which I probably will, I'll probably go get it for myself. The next skincare product I want to talk about is the Sage Carrot Spray. I have been using this for the longest time, but in the summer it just works so much better. Since it's a soothing and hydrating mist, you can use it all over your face and your hair too. So it gives basically a glow to both your hair and your skin. So instead of using toner, I actually use this because it's nice and hydrating and it helps my skin retain moisture. Whereas I find most toners are a little bit more drying on me. So this is kind of what I use in place of a toner. And it just makes my skin, like, especially if I have a tan, it just gives my skin an extra kind of boost. It's very natural. I'll tell you the ingredients right now. It's water, Roman chamomile, carrot, palmarosa, geranium, and patchouli. That's all it is. I like being able to use natural products when I can, so that for me is just a bonus. I have to double check the price. I think it's only $16, I believe. So I know it's a lot of money basically to spend for such a tiny bottle, but it's done so much for my skin that it's definitely worth the money. And especially during the summertime, it just does 10 times more than what it usually does. The next thing that I have is the Ola Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturizer. This is a fantastic moisturizer. It's very sheer, so it doesn't go on really heavy, which I like, and it absorbs into the skin really quickly. So this is good for a daytime moisturizer. There's not a lot of scent to it, which I like. Since it's so sheer, it doesn't look greasy on my skin either. Just fantastic that it's not super heavy, especially because when I wear makeup, I have so many layers of junk on my skin essentially. So yeah, so those have been my skincare favorites, and now we're gonna move on to hair care. A fun story, I actually used Function of Beauty for a whole year, and I thought it was doing great things for my hair, but I noticed towards the end that I started losing a lot of hair. Not the first 6 months that I used it, because I did the 6-month subscription. So the first 6 months I used it, it was fine. It didn't do anything drastic for my hair. I did notice the frizz went down a little bit. Definitely not worth what I had to pay for it, but that's another story for another time. But yeah, once I got my second set, I just noticed I started losing so much hair. And I ordered it last July, so now that it's July again, I emailed them, I told them what happened, and I said I'm just not interested in using this anymore. They asked me why, and I literally told them like my hair was falling out. So yeah, now I am no longer a Function of Beauty user, and because of that I had to fill my shampoo void. Now I have tons and tons of shampoos from Lush from the time that I worked there, but as you probably know by now, in case you have been keeping up with my videos in case you've been keeping up with my videos regularly, I am no longer using Lush. I have all my reasons there in case you were interested. If not, that's totally okay. Another thing that I want to be more conscious of now too is purchasing from Black-owned beauty brands, especially because I spend a lot of money on beauty products. I'm honestly a little bit ashamed of the ratio of products I have. I don't have a lot of products from Black-owned of beauty brands, but it's something that I'm actively changing now. I've ordered a bunch of stuff over the past couple days, so I am getting there. I'm definitely getting there. I was really happy to be able to pick up these two products, and I don't wash my hair very often. I only wash it twice a week at most. I don't use a lot of product either on my hair, and it looks like I haven't used these at all, but I have been using them all June and I love them. They are so fantastic. A lot of the issues that I have with my hair result from my scalp because I have dandruff, and it's especially worse at different times of the year. So this will be really great in winter too, but I've been using it now nonetheless. Yeah, it's got coconut in here, mango, papaya, pineapple, so there's a lot of cleansing properties in here. I know that pineapple is very rich in enzymes, so that will be good for keeping things clean, but also because you have mango in there as well as the coconut and banana, it'll do a good job of kind of like soothing things down, kind of like counteracting those really rich enzyme rich fruits. I thought that this one would do a great job of just basically balancing everything out that was happening on my head, and it has been doing that, and I'm really happy with it. And you know what, the conditioner, I chose this one because it seemed a little bit less heavy than the banana version, and I was right. It is still very rich though, so I actually don't use it on my scalp. And yeah, these two have been a really great team. I know they say you're supposed to use the banana set and then the apple kale set, like you're supposed to use them separately, but I combine them and I really like the results I have, so I'm probably going to keep doing that for the next little while. So I love these, they're so cute, and I love how they kind of look like a little juice bottle. I thought that was a really cute detail too. I was thinking of actually taking off the label on the front just to kind of help with debranding my shower. That's something that I do that's really weird, but it honestly helps me feel more calm. Not being advertised to in my shower, basically. I sound like a crazy person, but anyways, I digress. So the next item that I have is also from Briogeo. This is the Be Gentle, Be Kind Avocado and Kiwi Mega Moisture Superfood Mask. This is super moisturizing, and so I did use it root to tip. It smells freaking amazing, by the way, too, and I did really like it, but I think it's almost too hydrating for my hair, even though I do have, like, my hair is dry, especially basically here down is dry. But you know what? It left my ends super soft. The instructions say to use this after you shampoo, but I think that you can use it before you shampoo, like I did with my Lush ones. So yeah, I really liked this. It smells amazing, and it left my hair super soft, even though it was a little bit heavy for me. Still one of my favorite. I'm gonna call it a favorite, even though it didn't work 100% perfectly. But now that I know how I'm going to be using this, I think that it will continue to be a favorite for me. And yeah, that's the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Avocado and Kiwi Mega Moisture Superfood Mask. Try saying that 5 times fast. I'm gonna go into makeup now, and I'm gonna start with palettes. I feel weird saying this because I feel like I have a lot of palettes, but when I compare my collection to other YouTubers, I really don't. I make sure that everything that I have I use, even though it doesn't look like I use it, I do use it. Yeah, even though I feel like I don't have a lot, I do, and I need to remember that. But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna be going over a few of my favorite things this month. So one thing that was really cute that I got this in May, but I didn't actually end up using it until most of my singles came in. This is just a Tarte magnetic palette, but I thought it was really cute, and I like all the sequins on it. I think it's really pretty, and the shape is really different. It's different than anything I have. And basically with most of my makeup palettes, I have some of them in a drawer, but the ones that I like, that I use frequently and that I like looking at, I actually have them in palette, like little organizers on my desk. And so this is one that's always sitting out, and it contains all my singles basically. I have a few more, but this is basically what's in here right now. I organized them really weirdly, so don't mind, just because I wanted to kind of like make it look cute and organized by color. There's still some space missing, but it's fine. So these big ones here are my JD Glow shadows, and oh my god, even though they are really expensive and to get them to Canada you have to wait a really long time, they are worth the wait. I'm actually using this one today, that pink one. Why do I keep dropping it? And the shade is called AKA. It's one of the Galaxy shadows. I definitely think for how big the pan is, it's worth the price. Definitely one of my favorite things to use. The rest are just ColourPop. I also have shadows coming in from a few other indie brands, and I'm gonna be retiring my ColourPop collection to another palette because as much as I like them, right now I'm more interested in trying out indie brands and supporting smaller businesses. That's just how I feel. But anyways, those JD Glow shadows are so fantastic, and I also love this little palette. I think it's really cute. The next palette I have is the Violet Voss Sweet Violet. This palette is honestly really fantastic. It's so small, which I like. It's not super overwhelming to look at, and it's very easy to visualize looks with it. It's also a fantastic price too. I really like the Violet Voss Fun Size palettes because they have just the amount of product that you need to create a bunch of different looks and, like, you know, kind of get familiar with the formula. And they're very affordable. They're only 24 Canadian. And I love purple palettes, so this is honestly one of my favorite purple palettes, even though it's super itty bitty, and I've been loving using this one. I'm also interested in trying the Donut Fun Size palette and the HG one, because I know a lot of people liked the Holy Grail palette, but that palette is really big, and I don't think I'm ready to commit myself to a really big Violet Voss palette right now. So that's it for the eyeshadow palettes. Now I'm going to be getting into other makeup products. Sorry that I keep moving my camera. It's been a time today. I'm going to start with setting sprays. I have a Holy Grail setting spray that I'm going to mention today, and that is the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. It just leaves my skin feeling very refreshed. I don't really like super matte setting sprays because I like a more dewy finish, and this kind of just keeps everything in place and gives me the dewy finish that I'm looking for. So this is like my Holy Grail one, but I did receive this in my BoxyCharm, my May BoxyCharm, but it didn't actually come in until June. This is the In Beauty Power Up Dual Phase Setting Mist. It says it's supposed to help set makeup, energize, and then revive the skin and filter away dull, tired, and stressed out complexions, which is what I have. The smell of it isn't that overwhelming. It's just really nice and cooling. Even though it's a little bit big, I do like having this one to go. The weather in my town is very humid. This does a great job of just like cooling me down and keeping me fresh. I really like this. It's a little bit expensive. I believe it's 21 US. You know, I did get it in a BoxyCharm, and I'm just gonna enjoy it while I have it. The next thing I'm going to go over is just some complexion products. I got these Tower 28 cream blushes and bronzer, and I love these because you're able to just blend them with your fingers, which is kind of nice, and it leaves you with a very natural finish, leaves your skin very dewy. I think that the branding on them is really cute. I like the clear acrylic look of them. My cream blush shade is in Happy Hour, and then I got West Coast because this was like the middle shade. And then the next thing that I have is another bronzer. This is from ColourPop. This is the Coconut Beach Pressed Powder Bronzer. I do love a cool tone powder bronzer, and this is that. It has a little bit of a coconutty smell to it, but nothing super overwhelming. It blends out really nicely on my skin, and yeah, it does a really good job. I like it. I'm not like a super hardcore bronzer collector. Like, bronzer doesn't really get me excited, but I did notice that I had a lot of warm tone bronzers and not a lot of cool toned ones, so I did want to pick this up. And then a highlighter that I've been enjoying, even though it's very, very white. This is the Jouer powder highlighter in the shade Ice. I really like the formula of these. I just wanted to try one Jouer highlighter before I started buying more. I think the next shade that I'm going to get is Skinny Dip, as this one is really, really white. I'm going to probably be getting more of these, but this is a fantastic highlighter. The formula is soft. It's not glittery. I hate glittery highlighters. I don't know who thought glittery highlighter was a good idea, but I want to have a talk with that person. This is the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream in the shade Light. It has SPF 35 in it, which is fantastic. You can't go out without an SPF, especially during this weather. Otherwise, bad things will happen to you. I bought this before I went on my trip to Miami in March. It did exactly what I needed to do. It actually covered up my redness a little bit, which was nice to have a little bit of coverage. I've been using this, and I'm just going to keep using it. So now I just have a few lip products to go over. Can you tell that I love Tower 28? I have their complexion products, and I also wanted to give their lip gloss a go. I got the clear one just because I wanted to be able to use this to make any lipstick that I have a lip gloss, if you will. I love this formula. It's not sticky. It doesn't dry out too quickly. Like, it stays on my lips for a really decent time, and it doesn't feel gross on my lips. And that was my biggest kind of problem with most lip glosses, that they just make, like, they just feel like I'm honestly really happy that I gave this a try. I really like their brand. I think that they do a really awesome job with their packaging. It's very minimalist, and the products are really great. And so You go Tower 28. You keep doing what you're doing. And then the next thing that I have is, it's from Pat McGrath. It's part of a mini set that I got a little while ago. So this is the Blow Up Sheer Color Balm Lip Balm. Once I got it, I was using it like basically every day, and then I stopped using it through April and May, and then in June I started using it again because as I do more colorful looks, I try to let the lip color kind of stay neutral and step aside so my eyes can really pop. And this one is just a fantastic neutral lip. I would get the larger size, but her stuff is so expensive, and I understand why it's expensive. But yeah, I am considering getting the larger one of this, but I'm gonna think about it for a long time. Maybe I'll just wait till my birthday. I think that's gonna be my new philosophy. I'll just wait and wait on expensive stuff, and then on my birthday I'll buy it, and then I'll just be broke on my birthday. No big deal. Just such an excellent shade. The formula is really nice. It moisturizes your lips while giving you a little bit of color. It's fantastic. So that's it for my makeup favorites. Now I'm just gonna chat about kind of random stuff. The next thing I have is a candle and a perfume. So this is the English Laundry No. 7. So it looks like the top notes are bergamot, lemon, and lavender. The mild notes are geranium, basil, and jasmine, and then the base notes are patchouli, musk, and cedarwood. I think that is a pretty good sum of it. So there's a little bit of like a fruitiness to the top, fruity floral, and then as you go down the notes, they become a little bit more earthy, and I think that's why it smells so good to me. But yeah, it just smells so bomb. Oh my god. Oh, so good. I got this in a boxy and I pretty much fell in love with it right away. I'm considering buying it again, but I'm gonna think about it a little bit more because it is pretty expensive and it ships from the US, so I have to consider conversion, duties, shipping, and all that. But I am enjoying my little 10 milliliter bottle, and I'm gonna use the death out of it. So I love candles. I have all sorts of candles from all sorts of different brands, some really expensive, some a little bit more affordable, but I do love a bougie candle. And so this is the Jo Malone Red Roses candle. I love this one because it does smell like red roses, and it's very kind of soft and romantic. This one is a travel size. I have a couple travel size ones because I wanted to take one on my trip with me, but I ended up not being allowed to light it. Anyways, I got it anyways and I use it at home, so we're all good. It's very perfumed, and when I burn the candle, I don't smell any of the wax. I just smell the fragrance that's in this candle. The great thing that I find about this, like these kinds of candles, the Jo Malone candles, they do a great job of kind of getting the scent all over the home. And so when I light this and my boyfriend comes back from upstairs, he's like, oh, it smells so good in here. And I'll just have the candle lit in my office here. Well, this is one of my favorite scents from Jo Malone, and it's gonna be one of my favorite scents until the end of time. The next thing that I have, just some books, because I've been trying to get into reading to keep my mind occupied. So one of them is Worry Free Money. This has been very helpful with helping me budget out my life. I've been having a really hard time doing goal setting, so this book has been really great for helping me do a little bit of financial planning. I have a bunch of sticky notes in it, as you can see, of places that I need to kind of like look back on to help me do budgets and such. This book is just a really fantastic place to start thinking about your future and where you want to see yourself in a couple years, if you will. This is by Shannon Lee Simmons. I really like this book. It's a little bit scary reading it because I realize all the different mistakes that I'm making, and it's kind of cool to see the parallels between what she says and my life that I've lived, basically. It's an entertaining read, even though it is very informative. I like that Lee Simmons has done a great job of making it an entertaining finance book almost. Sorry, my card filled up, so I just had to go empty it, so sorry if the lighting is weird, the camera position is weird. I'm just sorry if things are weird. I'm not really big on like talking about clothes, but I feel like we need to talk about the unsung hero of quarantine, which is bike shorts. These things are so amazing. They are super comfortable and they give you the comfort that you have in yoga pants, except now that it's a little bit hotter, wearing yoga pants is kind of like icky because, you know, your legs get hot. So bike shorts are basically short yoga pants and they're super comfortable. I like these ones because they have a bit of a pocket in them. I got them from Nordstrom Rack and the brand is Z by Zella. I have a pair that are like a cheetah print that I'm wearing right now, and then I have these lime green ones. I probably will be picking up more, but these are just super comfortable. Honestly, the true unsung hero of quarantine is bike bike shorts. And then my sneakers of the month are these Nike, I think they're the Cortez style. Yeah, they're kind of like these Nike Cortez style shoes, except they have like a rainbow at the bottom of them. They're really cute. And then the top is like a taupey, and then it has this like holograph swoosh. These are really cute. I love them. I don't put too much thought into my outfits, but I put a lot of thought into the shoes that I wear when I go out, and so these have been really fun to wear. So that was it for all of my June favorites, quarantine favorites. I hope that you enjoyed going through it all with me. Please let me know down below what your June favorite has been, whether it's a makeup product, hair product, clothes, shoes, a book. Please just tell me what your favorite thing to enjoy has been this month. I'd love to know. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I just hope that you've been enjoying my content. I am really new to this, but I've been having a lot of fun making these videos and, you know, I don't know, starting a little hobby for myself. It's been a really good time. Please remember to be aware of everything that's happening in our world. That's it for me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Bye.